Welcome back. Okay, we will finish our workshop for today with the last topic for the tests. As we mentioned before, when using that we can associate, okay, we can associate rubric with this type of gradable content. We got the assignment, blogs, wikis, discussion forums. Okay. Now for the essay and short answer and file response, these are test type in Blackboard. Then how to create essay and short answer and file response, we will see that through practicing and examples. For the essay and short answer and the file response, usually we will go for what we call open book exam. Open exams, I will show you a type of open exams. Okay, let's see the open exams. Okay, this is the online learning importance for discussion board. And the open book exam is one kind of assessment type applied in many countries and at university stage. Open book exam require that the student understand and comprehend the course and can access the origin of information. And in this case, the student will focus on important things. Start note with important topics said by the teacher, written on board, discussed for a long time. Take note on teacher's summaries and compare your note with the classmate. We have a guide here for academics and for open book exam. What is it? What is an open book exam? An open book examination is an assessment method designed in a way that allows students to refer either class note on summaries or a memory aid, textbooks, or other approved material while answering questions. An open book exam can also mean that students are provided with the exam question prior to sitting sometime the formal exam or attempt or complete a Take One home exam. Why use them? The main premise for open book exam is that teachers can devise questions that require students to answer in more critical and analytical ways, encouraging high-order thinking skills in their students. And there is some drawbacks or pitfalls for this type of exams. The main issue that arises when making use of open book exam is that teacher may not know how to develop and devise effective exam question. It will be more difficult than the normal exams that require students to apply their knowledge through analysis and critical thinking. Really is a big issue here. And students may be lulled into a false sense of security and fail to properly prepare for an open book exam. They don't know how to prepare for an open book exam. And sometimes students may falsely assume that the exam will be so easy. Okay, I don't need to revise or study. And they will be able to find all the answers in the textbook or in the memory aid. Okay, then We have consideration when designing an open book exam. We have questions in open book exam need to be devised to assess an interpretation and application of knowledge, comprehension skills, and critical thinking skills rather than only knowledge recall. Okay, it's very important that you will assess the comprehension skills, okay, and the thinking skills. You will not assess the knowledge, okay, and make use of case-based exam question. It's a very good idea that requires students to apply critical reasoning skills in response to a trigger scenario. This is a good idea that your question will be a case-based study. And devise a clear and ambiguous question to limit student confusion and time spent interpreting the question, so students can spend their time making use of the textbook or memory aid to effectively answer the questions. And devise questions that require students to apply and make use of information, applying to use information from their textbook or not, rather than simply requiring them to locate and rewrite the information. Really, it's a very important point here. And you have to design your question and overall exam paper with learning outcome in mind. What skills and knowledge are you assessing? And this is the type of question. This is the Blackstone hierarchy. You start with remembering. For memorizing, you will ask question, describe, relate, tell, find. Understanding, the level of understanding, it will be the question, discuss, outline, explain, predict. Applying, it will be use, illustrate, complete, solve. This is for applying. For analyzing, it will be identify, compare, explain, categorize. For evaluating, it will be decide, prioritize, and rate, and justify. For creating, create, imagine, design, plan. Okay, this is a hierarchy of questions that we are using in our exams. But for open book exams, which we prefer, is level 3. Maybe level 2 at least, but not level 1. Okay, we will not use the level 1 in open book exam. Then we will start from understanding, applying at least, analyzing, and evaluating and creating at the top. And the Bloom's taxonomy here, this is the type or level of questions. For knowing and remembering, this is only suitable for the ordinary exams that we are doing. And student to ask, it will be recall knowledge of subject matter relevant to discussion. And the example of question will be what, where, who, when, where, how many, list, describe, define. For understanding level, just above the level of knowing, it will be asked, demonstrate understanding by constructing meaning from information in your own word. Explain how, okay? What did X mean when? Give an example of. Applying, you will apply knowledge and understanding to particular task or problem. How would you use? What example can you find to? How would you solve using what you've learned? What would happen if? Okay, this is applying. And analyzing. Examine different concepts and make distinction between them. Examine different concepts and make distinction between them. What are the part or feature of? What are the competing competing argument with why x is different to y, compare and contrast what is the relationship between A and B. Evaluating, the student will make judgment about concept or idea, what is the most important or effective, which method is best, which is strongest argument. This is for the evaluation. And creating, it means creating new ideas from what they know and understand. How would you design something? What alternatives are there too? What changes would you make? What would happen if also? And suppose you could, what you would do? And how would you evaluate? Can you formulate a theory? Okay, these are any questions about these exams?